Greetings and salutations. Welcome back to my stream. I'm Karen Muthmore, and I'm playing through Pathfinder Kingmaker. I forget where I'm up to again. Something to do with killing patrol gang, maybe? Brock troll? I'm stuck in here though. I feel I might be able to get out. I don't know. Let's get this game loaded and... Oh, I forgot to mute the music in the background. There we go. Alright, I've just remembered this screen isn't watching the right one, so can't see chat at the moment. There we go. Now I can see chat. Just as a bit of a reminder, if anybody is out there listening, at 50 followers, going to have a bit of a giveaway of a £10 gift card. Well, it might actually be $10 when it comes to Paizo, because I'm not sure if I can put in £10. But it's either going to be a £10 or $10 gift card for Paizo, or it's going to be a £10 gift card on Steam. Chose those two because basically this is a game on Steam and would like people to enjoy it also if they so desire. And Paizo because I know that some people here might be here for the Paizo element and not for the video gaming element, which also you might not choose to do should it be on, if you're playing this on a console or the like. I know that is an option. Alright, let's get rid of this guy. Because we can, because he now does acid damage. Great stuff. So, yep, just wait there. Go up and stab that guy. Oh, don't miss on a natural one. That's par for course. My dice roll suck. That's who's really badly damaged. Well, you can't move in at the moment. And there we go. Somebody managed to finish off that kobold. What's this? He's Kobold Blade. He's going to come up and stab Amory. I'll remember names eventually. Still not entirely sure if Harem is in the right place or not. I think this might be his the place that he wants to go. We've just started and already we've got up to 2 natural ones. Great stuff. Oh my word, this should not be difficult to kill a kobold. You're still stuck at the back, probably for the best because you got no hit points. That's everybody. That had literally gone around of nobody hitting this jamdable kobold.
Your life ebbs low.
Is this what the game is going to be today? Just missing left, right, and centre. There we go. Oh, and it was also a critical hit, so it totaled out at 54 damage. Nearly 2 down rounds of missing. Masterwork. Alright then. Been through that door on the other side, I guess?
What's that?
That is a surprise. Acid arrow, gold ring, exquisite pearl. If Harim, could really do with more channels on this guy. There we go. It's mainly the dog that I was concerned about. I can't see his health. Oh, there we go. 33 out of 69. Eesh. Nobody's massively damaged.
Interesting. All according to plan.
Ooh. 14 pearls and an exquisite pearl. Is that a door back over here? Oh, that's stairways leading up. Alright, let's stay on this level. Let's rob that. Needs a key. Pretty sure there was somewhere else that I went that needed a key. That's the stairway going up, which is probably to the other side of the room back up here. Cobalt Archer, no. Sentinel, no. I missed somebody. I think this goes back up to the previous room. Not entirely sure. So yeah, we just need 50 followers, and then there'll be the giveaway.
In due time.
So if you're interested in that, don't forget to tell your friends, tell your enemies. Because I'll talk to your enemy, or I'll talk at your enemies. Might not like them, but you know, to a certain degree, I just need to get the follower count up. Once I get my follower count, well, for those of you who don't stream, one of the things about Twitch is if you get your follower count to 50, it starts opening up more options. For example, the affiliation, which means that if anybody wants to give me money for streaming, then they can do. Not that I'm really expecting anybody to give me money for streaming. It's not really the reason why I started streaming. I started streaming quite simply because I wanted to get through some of these games and because it might be interesting. But at the same token, you know, it's all like, if I can make money out of it, it won't be a bad thing. But the other thing is, once you accumulate up certain numbers of followers and just get your name and image out there, as it were. Oh, I've not been to the back of this room.
I'm not afraid.
Okay. 4 trollhounds and a troll. Oh, more than 4 trollhounds. Fair few trollhounds, actually.
I'll fight if I have to.
Might not have been the best bet to acid splash that guy, but I didn't want to really move Valerie too much further forward. I think this might be a good place for a bless. Just to get the hit ratio up. Gonna take out this branded troll with Kundayo. Oof, nearly. Bum. But yeah, once it starts up opening options, because you know, if you get your name out there, you also get recognized a little bit by Twitch, and they start advertising you a little bit more, as it were. You know, you'll start crawling up the lists of most viewed people, and you know, that basically indicates that you'll get higher in some people's lists who don't currently watch you. So it all starts to add up with followers. And rather than just basically be like, try and wait for this naturally to happen, I figured I'd resort to bribery. In other words, a giveaway. If I choose to give away something, then maybe more people will come. Don't quite know yet. Let's take out one of the downed ones. She got knocked down. So it's really important to get rid of that guy right up front.
What a waste.
Yep. You are a waste.
I grant you death.
There we go. You also managed to take out another. Just step back a little bit. There we go. Take that guy. He's gonna get up again next round. But
Risk.
okay. And there you go. Take out this guy. He's nearly dead. bite that one. Can't move back.
Onwards!
Well, let me take out this guy, hopefully. I'm mainly trying to figure out a way of moving people around so that can actually start throwing acid around should I need to. Because I got a lot of people who are down and injured, but I think
Become
this guy is
dust.
already down, but okay. Take out
Cannot
that
hide
one,
from me.
and then it'll just keep going around other people. There we go. I shouldn't need to use an acid flak. It's just I can do again. It'll take out a lot of them. To a certain degree, I thought it was also possible to kill these things with a critical hit. And it seems a little bit silly that you can't do massive damage on these things, if you ask me. I appreciate that, you know, there might be creatures that are immune to crits, but I don't think these guys... Well, no, these guys aren't, because I've been hitting them with crit. But at the same token, you know, dealing over 100 damage to something that has, you know, less than 100 hit points, is that not just slicing them up into tiny, tiny little bits? To the point where it's like the whole...
What a find!
I'm glad you're cheerful about it. To the point where it's like they just can't keep themselves together because they're that badly damaged. I'm curious as to what's down this way, seeing as how... Oh, there's a door over here.
A trivial matter.
Is that into here? No. Okay.
As it
Let's
should
just
be.
walk away from that. Let's finish the room that you're in, Paul. Before you go. Oh, an old chest key. Commander's Journal, second half. That's the wrong button. This is the right button. Commander's Journal, second half. I do believe I read out the first half a little while ago, but let's see if I can't find that right now. Commander's Journal, first half. So last we left off, disturbing news comes from Rossland. Hordes of barbarians plunder the lands. The sword lords beg for help, but no one is able to give them. We scarcely have enough resources to keep garrisons at the fortresses. If Rossland falls, what will happen to trade? Who in the whole world will need the shield road? And then it continues on with... The tomb is has no beginning, and most are the pages are missing. The high quality parchment is stained so thickly that you can barely read it. Senrith 4499. Rosland is in flames. The barbarians brought some dragons along. Instead of traders, there are crowds of hungry, tattered, wounded refugees moving along the shield road. Thanks to us, they can at least be safe from the bandits. But it can't go on like this any longer. All three clans are utter bankrupts now. We're still here only because no one wants to lose faith and leave first. Arrowdust 4499. News arrived from the Silver Shields Fortress. War Dashers are leaving. Everyone curses them, but I'm secretly grateful. They've covered themselves in shame, but let others keep face. Some try to look bold and claim Skeggers and Langbergs will manage without them, but everyone knows this is just empty bravado. This is the end of a shield road. Torah Wash in 4499. We're gathering our possessions and get ready to seal the fortress. For a long, long time, for centuries or even millennia, until the day our descendants will come back here to claim what belongs to them. We must leave a lot behind. Well, at least we can probably use all these secret rooms. It's especially sad to leave the searing palm. There's no furnace like this in the whole River Kingdoms. It will be a shame to offer Torag himself. It wouldn't be a shame to offer Torag himself to work with it. So many enchanted arrows, swords, axes have been created in this furnace. So many trolls were eliminated by the enchanted burning steel. Alas, we can't take the furnace with us. We can only hope some trespassers won't find this fortress, and even if they do, they won't be able to get inside. We'll have to leave behind the treasure hidden in the place near the watchtower. It can only be opened by representatives of all three clans when they unite their keys. The Wardashes took theirs with them when they left. Well, they had every right to do so. The last secret room was sealed by Old Old's, master of complex mechanisms. He didn't even tell me how the machinery works. He just smirked like a madman and mumbled something about the sun that meets the guests of the keep and the moon that faces the sky furnace. Okay, that might be important. Lamashan 4499. We're leaving the fortress, which had been guarded by 3 generations of our ancestors for 300 years. We're walking back the road, paved by our grandfathers, the road we dedicated our lives to. Shield Road has become the road of shame to us. Not everyone succumbed to disgrace. A few desperados called themselves the Last Shields and took an oath to defend the road until their last breath. They are the ones who harbour the very spirit that the Dwarf King Thalric had strived to restore. Those are the best amongst us. Too bad they will die alone in the wilderness. The young Walk is one of them. He declined blank to leave his post at the watchtower. I left Langberg's key to him. We hardly have anyone more worthy to keep it. Old Gagan Skegeg stays with him, claiming he would better die as an old stubborn head than as a coward. I have nothing to answer to this. We've let our king and our ancestors down. Farewell, Bronze Shield Fortress. Sleep well and dream of the day the dwarves will return. I just want to double check something. I just want to double check something. Okay. Fat Dogs One, I've not been ignoring you, I've just not had a chance to get to my Twitch messages. Yeah, I'm not really after buying followers. It's just not my style because, you know, if I really wanted, I could go ahead and set up 50 Twitch accounts under 50 different emails and start up 50 different VAPNs and just watch myself to get the numbers up. It's time and effort, but the false numbers, the being false numbers doesn't really help. I appreciate that, you say that you can promote and it might not be false numbers, but at the same token, I already have a couple of people who are sort of like looking into that and basically giving me best advice, because at the end of the day, I'm not after making money out of this. If I do make money, yay, great, and I might buy some advertisement or some advice at that stage. Why can't you wear this? That's a curious question. It's because it's medium armor. You can wear this, but it's not as good as what you're wearing. How about you? Ooh, jeez. Breastplate 2, which is still better than what you're wearing. You've got no equipment whatsoever, do you? I think it's mainly on Lindsay. I mean, wouldn't hurt if you had this belt. Yeah, there we go. That's a belt for you. Heavy shield +1. You're currently using a heavy shield. Here, have a +1 to that. Not seeing much else right now. No idea where. An elegant silver ring with a leaf ornament. Why is this hanging on the side tree's branch? I'm guessing that might be something to do with the village that I've been avoiding because it's deadly. Edible moss. Oh, shoot. Whoa, whoa, you kobold, dis troll loot. Two huge trolls overhang a group of kobolds. They are pressing their huge fists against their hips and seem irritated. The kobolds, however, don't seem to be in any way disturbed by the threats the trolls radiate. They rummage busily through the pile of stuff littering the stone floor. Looks like this stockpile the trolls had brought back from their recent raids of neighbouring villages. Among the stockpiled stuff you see some filthy rags, a broken table, a door that's been torn off its hinges, and a massive oak bureau. Tartuk spoils, allows. Harkook see loot first, share later. Trollbolds rule. Kobolds look in the troll's eyes emotionlessly for several seconds, then turn away, having lost interest in this conversation. For a moment, it seems the troll will hit the kobold and smash him with a single blow of his huge fist, but the seconds pass and the troll still stands motionless over the kobolds, who seem to ignore him completely. Harkook will know. Harkook and Tartuk punish you. Me tell him, the troll announces at last, stomping with indignity. It's hard to say if kobolds understand the meaning of these claims, but all the enraged trolls shouting has absolutely no effect on him. Having the bureau opened, a kobold fishes out a long black whip, raises it above his head, and hisses triumphantly. Isn't that the special thing Bartholomew the wizard so wanted to acquire? I'd like to have a closer look. Well, we're going to find a closer look in a moment. God dang it. Oh, they've got a surprise round. Hey, Murder Sauce, how's it going? I think I found the troll killer that you mentioned. Ekund. Because I have also given him the acid bow. Devourer of metal. Deals acid damage, 2d6 of it. And he just wipes the floor with these guys.
Let's try this way.
Of course, I still miss on fair frequent occasion.
Let us strike as one.
Hey, we actually hit something. Let's give it a little bit of rage because there's a lot of people here. Didn't really need to do that, but okay. Octavia, let's have a little bit of acid damage on this troll. Bum ba bum. Wonder at what point the kobolds actually start to fade into irrelativity. Irrelativity? Is that a word? Irrelevance, that's the word I'm after. Enemy's not doing too bad, but could be better. What spells does our little dwarf friend have? Ooh, summon monster. I don't really think this calls for a summon monster. Bears endurance. Don't have a bless. Got a bane. Nothing's really standing out to me as like, I need to use this right now. I don't actually expect these guys to be all that difficult now that everybody's awake. Okay, will you take out Why is... Oh, he's stunned. Okay. Right. I believe he keeps failing the saving throw on whatever effect keeps going off near him. And so he is one of the more important people to not be stunned so that we can start doing some damage. In the meantime, it's up to you, Amory. Well, you did 6 points of damage in a bite. Great stuff. If you could stop killing him, killing Amory, that'd be great. Luckily, most of it is getting reduced down to not much. But at the same token, it still hurts. There we go. And let's start this up and get rid of the troll. And how about the other troll? Nope, missed the kobold. Okay, doesn't matter too much. Just move forward a little bit. Dog, take out that guy. Knock him down, that'll do. I got stunned that time. Valerie of a troll. Amory, troll. And let's finish it off with Octavia, acid damage. Yep, you needed a 4 on a 20-sided die and you failed me. Slowly starting to thin out the numbers, I believe. Oh, there's that one as well. Didn't see him there. Don't have a big heal left. I can convert it. Oh, I can actually tell it what I want to summon. Yeah, Cure Serious on Amory. Just to keep her from dropping. There goes that guy. Okay, troll first and then everything else after. That'll do. Start walking forward. Dog, take out that guy. And Cairo, move up to this archer. And this archer's next for, well, maybe not everybody else. Stop raging because I want to keep hold of some of this. Can you charge it? That one, yeah, go for it. And then it's just all eyes on this other archer on the back. Hoppa! Nope, didn't kill him. Just wait there, there's no point in charging up. You're not gonna get that this round. Okay, somebody has got a whip that we want to look at. Scroll of Summon Monster 2. Masterwork Light Crossbow. Masterwork Short Sword. A black whip, a black leather whip with an engraved handle. It is surprisingly light and easy to hold. There is something sinister about it. Octavia trifles with the whip, eyeing it inquisitively. The black leather and engraved handle of the same shade seems to reflect the girl's eyes, which look somehow blackish themselves. Such an exquisite thing. The girl produces a gasp whispers with a gasp of pleasure. She waves the whip easily, blissfully rejoicing to swoosh her new toy produces. Can I have it, pretty please? Octavia makes puppy eyes at you. Check out if there's any magic on this whip. The whip is definitely enchanted with several spells. You know at least one of them allows the owner to know the location of the thing. As for the others, you can feel some sort of energy, a seduction in this whip. The spell seems to beg you to use the whip, promising immeasurable pleasure to its owner. Let me have a closer look at this thing. The whip is surprisingly sturdy and bears no signs of frequent use. Its black handle is made of bone wrapped in a good leather. It even still smells of leather, as if it was made just recently. When you take the whip in your hands, a soft, warm wave of energy runs down your spine. The whip practically begs you to wave it, to feel its impact. What will you do with it? What kind of question is that? You're all grown-up boys already, so guess yourself. Octavia looks embarrassed, but her eyes sparkle with tease. This thing is totally evil. Maybe you shouldn't use it. Ooh, lawful good. Break the whip. It's going to upset Octavia. Let's see if this ends the conversation. It's not making a decision either way. This thing is totally evil. Maybe you shouldn't use it. Octavia sighs, irritated. How are you going to lecture me on morals and ethics? I don't harm anyone. Reg and I are just going to have some fun with this thing. That's all. She softens up at once. We'll just play a little, nothing more. What's the harm in that? Please, 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 please. Okay. I love the way that Rag isn't actually here and hasn't been in the group since we found them, because he's evil and I'm lawful good. I'm curious to know where that train of thought goes throughout this campaign, but at the same token, it's I'm being lawful good, so this thing is detestable, unrighteous, and disgusting. I loathe to touch it, let alone give it to you. Break the whip. For a moment it seems to you Octavia will either hit you hard or start crying, but nothing like it happens. The girl just waves her hand over the remains of the broken whip. So be it, she says easily. A shame, of course, but no means no. See, now I'm sort of like, what was that plot point that I've just smashed and broken and know nothing about? This troll treasure reminds you of a city dump, broken tables, smashed cupboards, doors ripped from their hinges, all taken from raids on human villages. Don't yet done this guy's body. Any other bodies that I've not touched yet?
In due time.
Everybody move up and look around. No? Okay. Right, I think
all according to plan.
I've done this room. So it's back over around this way. And let's have a bit of a quick save, because I have a feeling that some of these fights are going to start getting out of hand soon. Kundo, get rid of that guy. It's called a surprise, motherfluckers. Charge. Not a great position to leave you in. Jog. Can you? Yeah, you can get into the room at least. Oh, Valerie. Nope.
Let us strike as
Move
one.
forward. Bum. Oh, I don't have time to use the full spell. I forget that it's a full round action. Octavia, is anybody in range? No, they're not. Bit of a waste of a full round, but a surprise round, but the surprised attack was nice. Let's delay you until after Valerie. Actually, just dog would have done. Valerie, are you in a position to... no, you could charge that guy. I mean, go for it. Right.
A calculated
Charon
risk.
moves up, get the sneak attack because people are in position. Harim, there's no point in using the summon spell yet, or now, because everybody's pretty much out of the way. Let us take out that branded troll. Who did the acid damage to the other one? Octavia, shoot that one. Get a little more damage going over there. Oh, this guy finally wakes up. Oof. Get rid of you. The troll fell down.
Do not falter.
Oh, Jesus.
This will hurt.
Don't you just love it when you need a 2 on the die and still manage to fluff it up? Shoot this guy first, because if you manage to kill him with 3 of the arrows, you'll use the last arrow on the other guy. If I'd have done it the other way around by having him shoot the guy who was still standing, he would have not done enough damage, I don't think.
Follow my lead.
Oh, that's that anvil that the journal told us about. Trolls rarely use flags. Their leader must be a genius for his race. I'm kind of curious. He's even got his own little throne. The troll was a fancy sound for True King. He even made himself a throne. And a box full of treasure. Suit blackened tongs, a dwarven key, and some braces. Ooh, braces of armor +3. Ta-da! Did that actually increase the AC? Yeah, it did. You need to actually do this at some point. Just go through the spells and see if there's any that need scribing to the spell book. I should possibly sell some of these because I never use them. But at the same token, it's one of them where it's like, always, I don't want to sell them because they might come in handy at some point. But I never think to use them in combat until I've fluffed it up a couple of times, and usually then by pure luck I manage to do it because, you know, it's a game of chance. But I am getting to the point where I should really figure out where this Troll King is and kill him. Cobble. Oh, there's Tartuk again. I mean, oh yeah, the guy's over there. Well, we'll interrupt him in a moment. Just finishing scouting out this entire room. I like the way that the Troll King and Kobold King are both hidden right in the back of all of us. Sentinel, Sentinel. I mean, I
I
really
will
should
protect.
just try and shoot somebody. There's no way, I don't think there's any way that I can trigger an attack.
Barba! You managed to get here. Good. Now Hargulka will tear you apart with his own hands.
Stop, courageous and strong Hargulka. I wish to ask. Say me, why are you slaying us? What did we to you? Why take troll and kobold lives in their own home?
I have to ask, how long are you going to pretend, Tartuccio? We know who you are.
You know nothing, nothing. So, will you tell us why you brought us death?
You monsters threaten humanity. You seem to be civilized, but there's a dark beast deep inside of each of you. A beast that must be stopped before it bites.
Borba kills because trolls and kobolds are unlike him. That's what all Borba do.
Trolls and kobolds cannot establish a kingdom while humans kill them.
Death! They're Borba!
I think that means death to the Borba.
Death!
I mean, I'm hearing a lot of death. I think we've got a boss fight here. We've got a haste going. Okay. What's this thing and what does it do? You gain a competence bonus. Yes, use that. Who have we got here? We've got Chiron. Let's bark skin up. And wait there. Oof. Why does it look like things are moving? Our dog, you are going to go and bite that guy. Nice. These kobolds are moving. Valerie, you are a bag of hit points. You're just gonna swing at that guy. Octavia, let's see what spells we have here. Scorching Ray is kind of useless. Web, I'm out of create pits. I hate being out of create pit. Enlarged person, hurricane bow, snowball. What's in the belt? True strike, acid arrow, magic missile. Let's have some acid arrow. Of course, Octavia misses with that. Amory, let's have some rage and let's have a charge. No, no charge, but we got a rage. He's got a lot of hit points. What's he on? 236. Because he's taken like 50 of them already. Harim, let us think about you. We don't have a bless left. We have got... I think I'm going to get some bodies on the floor. Monitor lizard, wolves, or up to 5 dogs. I think I'm going to go with the dogs. Just because I can. Get a lot of dogs out. Blindness? He failed the saving throw. That's not a good thing.
Left yourself exposed.
Zen Archer. Sorry, I just got an achievement. Critically inflict damage with a bow or crossbow while blinded. Haha. Okay, I've got that up. I don't think there's anything else that I want to put out. So I'm just going to run up next and get pummeled into the ground. And dead straight away. Bark skin, useless. Tank, useless. So here's hoping everybody else can take care of them.
Onwards! Ha!
Octavia, let's have some more of an acid arrow. Nice, you did 4 points of damage. Great stuff. I'm pretty sure her acid arrow would have been, or acid blast would be more effective than that. Go dogs, go! I mean, kill them. Do something. Does that catch everybody? That does catch everybody. I know that I'm already dead, but
Dust.
the Valerie will saving throw failed. That's what I was supposed to do. Unblind a Kundo. Shoot.
I can't keep this up much longer.
How many attacks? Jesus. 3, 4, 5 attacks. And Valor is a negative 21.
Stop me.
So it's technically dead, but unfortunately it's stood upright. There we go. The tiny little dogs do something. Well, they die mainly. Harim, can we... See, I'm pretty sure... Cure moderate, cure light. You're not gonna get Valerie back up. I wish there was a way of searching. Remove blindness. There we go. So we're gonna move back over towards Ekundo, and then we're going to cast that on him next round. In the meantime, take out this guy. Maybe with some concealment.
Avenge me. This will survive. I always survive.
This fight is ridiculous. Octavia, murder him. There we go. Harim, I really need that blindness to be gone.
Repent.
Yeah, that doesn't really bother me too much. Kill him. And then Tartuccio. Dog, go mess him up. Octavia, mess him up. Somebody mess him up! Hey dwarf, you ever wonder what it is to run into battle heedlessly? No? Okay. I was kind of just hoping that he'd be able to charge, but guess not. Whole person cast it on Valerie, who's nearly dead. Great stuff. Great work, Tartuccio. There's too many people in the way, and he's got an AC that's far too high. What have we got? What have we got? What have we got? He's immunity to magic missile. Shoot. I need to stop him in his tracks. Let's have a look at my color spray. Got a scroll of hold person. Let's see if I can't reverse it and hold him in place. And of course he manages his saving throw. To be fair, wasn't a great saving throw for anybody else. Touch of Chaos. That's not great. Bear's Endurance. Maybe. There we go. We've got a bit of a tank going on.
Your life ebbs low.
Seems odd that he is explicitly trying to get the one who is currently unconscious on the floor messed up. But I'll take it.
I'll fight if I have to.
I just can't hit this guy, that's the main problem. No, but it's not really going to do much. But I like to think that if everybody stands behind him, Ekund might have a better chance at a shot. He doesn't, because it's all based on... What is Tartuk's AC? He's not really got much going for him. He's got shield. Don't know where his shield is coming from. I might actually... Can I switch Ekund's bow back? No, I can't. Not this round. Not really. Well, this one might have some effect on Tartuk. She's still got a hit, and that's not a pleasant number to try and hit. Devourer of Metal doesn't sound too pleasant. It is not a pleasant bow. It's a very nasty bow. Yep, that's about par for course. Saves with a natural 1 on the roll. Everybody's been failing them. If I just bring up the inventory, the Devourer of Metal is a oversized longbow, composite longbow that does 2d6 piercing plus 1 enhancement plus 2d6 acid damage. It's basically been able to just make a complete mockery of all the trolls here. But as we can see, we're not trying to hit a troll, we're trying to hit a kobold. And that's not really working out so well. So I'm going to switch back to the Lucky Longbow, which isn't as great on the damage side of things. It's only a d8 plus 1. It's a 5 to 12 versus a 8 to 28. But it has the by 4 multiplier. As well as Ekund is currently under the effects of the aspect of the falcon, which makes his bows and crossbows become a 19 to 20 plus the by 4 multiplier. So hopefully if we actually get to hit this guy at some point, it'll just straight up murder him. In the meantime, we can't seem to hit squat. I'm hoping partially because he's hasted. Do we have a Dispel Magic? Anybody know what Dispel Magic looks like? Burning Hands, Color Spray, Corrosive Touch, Cure Serious. That's not bad. Divine Power, Scroll of Doom, Expeditious Retreat, Fireball, Hold Person. Tried a Hold Person, didn't really work. It was close, but it wasn't quite. Magic Missile, Protection from Evil, Communal Protection from Evil, Protection from Law, Remove Blindness, Lesser Restoration, Scorching Ray, Shield of Faith, Shocking Grasp, Snowball, Summon Monster 1, True Strike, and Scroll of Vanish. Can I cast True Strike on somebody else? That is a question. Because I have this wand. I have the wand of True Strike. And if I get that on Octavia, and I cast True Strike on somebody else. Okay, I can't cast True Strike on anybody else. Only Octavia and Reg can use this one. But it does mean that her next attack will be at a plus 20 at least. Looks like it. Oh. Looks a bit like Dispel, a bit like that spell.
Cannot hide from me.
Yeah, the only problem is Tartuccio. Ooh, there we go. That was a 20, but didn't crit. Curse you, confirmation rolls. Could try turning off rapid shot, I suppose. We're making a full attack. Yeah, let's turn that off for the next round. I'll bring his attack roll up by another 2. Right, let's throw the biggest thing that we have at this guy right now, because we have a True Strike. Large person, Snowball. Snowball. Boom. Even then? Wow. Plus 25, but was... Oh no, the numbers that flowed up on screen looked like that there was a chance that could have missed. God damn it.
Nowhere to run.
Right, can you cast Remove Blindness? No, you can't. It's only Hiram or Tristan. Right, Hiram, very... Oh wait, no, screw it, just run over there. Tartuccio doesn't have a melee weapon. Alright, next round you're removing the blindness on this guy.
True.
Because I managed to get that to more respectable numbers. I say respectable, it's still not great.
Stop me.
How many hit points does this guy have these days? 94, okay. Remove blindness. We're running out of these things. Oh, wrong one. Remove blindness. That's just K-Bot letting you all know that if you want artwork like my little mascot that I have. Why did he just kill Amory? She wasn't exactly in this fight. There we go. That's another natural 20 for the attack roll, but only an 18. Only an 18 on the confirmation, which meant that it is a miss because he's got a 30 AC. Hopefully it's... Oh, paste is worn off. That should bring his AC down a little. Yeah, True Strike only works on him. I kind of want to be able to cast True Strike on somebody else, but... Actually, does a charge give a bonus? Yeah, he gives a bonus to the attack roll. Charge! Missed. That's not great. The thing is, it's mainly Ekund and Harren that are the two important ones right now. Everybody else is just flailing.
Become as dust.
Ouch. How is it that I cannot make a saving throw in this one? There you go. Screw you and the horse you rode in on. Right, cast True Strike on yourself. That's Magic Missile. That's Acid. True Strike. Right. If you run back here, you're gonna cure the blindness yet again next round.
I die free.
Well, okay, you're dead. Great stuff. Delay until after. There's no sense in wasting around trying to take shots with the concealment. Well, there is a bit of a sense, but seeing as how we can wait until after the blindness. Right, we're out of... I mean, you might as well stay over there for now. Come on. Yeah, that's kind of what I was expecting.
Cannot hide from me.
He doesn't have a crossbow, does he? Can he use a crossbow? Take a 5-foot step away. I should have attacked and then took a 5-foot step away. Can you use a crossbow? That is the question on everybody's lips. Yes, you can. Here, have a crossbow. Start using that.
Repent.
It's not going to have much luck, but this should have a reasonable chance. How is... Because it used to be a -4 because he was firing into melee. Might as well leave it at that, maybe. Alright, let's cure light wounds on yourself. That's not a great amount of healing. Jesus. Well, there goes dog. No, he seems to be flailing.
Ah, good, you dead.
Your life ebbs low.
Right. Cure. Well, no. Use up this cure light on Ekund. Sure, not going to hit in a month or Sundays.
Cannot hide from me.
I mean, at this rate, neither's Ekund, but at least Ekund has a slightly better chance than you. Okay, let's use a bigger stick. Backpack, bigger stick. Should have been using the bigger stick from the start because it's still not great. There we go. That was some more damage to him. Big stick, Ekund.
true.
He's got 1 hit point left, is it telling me? Use a big stick on Ekund, because it's not great healing. Come on. He's got like 1 hit point left, and all he's going to do is flail magic missile at me. Come on. Oh. Use a little stick on yourself. 4 hit points. Cheers. There we go. After Hackle's death, the kobold spells weaken, as though he's lost his concentration. His attacks stop. He simply defends himself. Finally, he drops his hand in the middle of casting a spell, letting it dissipate.
Useless. Senseless. You are victorious. I surrender.
I'm asking you for the last time, who are you? I remember well the gnome Tartuccio who assumed the appearance of the kobold Tartuk, and I clearly remember how I killed him. How I killed you.
Why are you making me remember? I don't want to remember. The memory, it comes, then goes, then comes again. Why do you care who I am? Spare me, or let me die. But stop this.
What about your spy mission for Ptax?
Ptax, strong country, ravenous king. He wants more power. Yes, I remember. I served him. The king said, there's some ancient artifact in the stolen lands. Find it and send to me. And I did. I found it in the Sycamore Hall and sent it to the king. Then fought against you and died.
You weren't too eager to show us mercy. Why should I show you mercy? Tartuk squats tiredly and looks morose. The rugs that served him for clothes are tattered, though through the holes you can see bleeding scratches in his purple hide. At that moment, Tartuk looks like a severely beaten dog. His masters have banished him from the coziness of the home out into the pouring rain.
Kobolds didn't wish war. I didn't wish war. It's all Troll's fault. I sought to suppress their wish to kill humans, but they wouldn't listen.
But you can't blame the trolls. You were the one who branded them, convinced them of their false immortality.
I don't accuse anyone. It was me who found this place, rekindled this ancient forge, sensed its magic. I started to brand trolls to shield them from fire. It was my mistake as much as trolls.
Why did the trolls join? Why did the kobolds join forces with the trolls in the first place?
You cannot understand. Kobolds are small. Everyone tries to banish them, strike them, slay them. No one respects them. Same things I suffered in the past. I just wanted respect for kobolds. Trolls were listening to kobolds. For the first time, since the dawn of this world, kobolds were treated with respect. You wouldn't understand.
So what would you do if I let you go?
You would release me. I shall go away, a long distance away, so no one could find me. Away from trolls, from humans, from kobolds. I sought to establish the kobolds' kingdom. I wished a place in this world for kobolds. Wish them to be accepted. Some home. But I've lost. I brought my people to death.
See, there's no lawful good. I'm not chaotic, so I can't choose that one. Leave now, I don't want to see you again in this life or the next. Uniting with trolls led to many people's deaths. It's time to answer for your crimes. I'm going to go with this one. I appreciate that he's putting up a reasonable argument, but I still remember has... I don't know who the voice actor for Tartuk is. If you want to go look it up, that I am curious now that you mention it. I still kind of remember him as Tartuccio, who tried shafting me over, and you know, he wouldn't be in this state if I didn't kill him the first time, which is it's just, I don't trust him, basically, to do as he says.
I shall answer, but you won't like my answer. Come closer. I've stored some spells, especially for you. Since I am to die, I shall take you with me.
Aha, joke's on you, I'm still already dead on the ground. Sure, just shoot him. Nope. How did he get all of his hit points back? What did he just do? He cast haste, okay.
I grant you death.
Become as dust.
Hopefully he's not just totally regenerated. He has done. He's totally regenerated all of his spells. So all of his hit points, all of his spells back, and he's got use of blindness again. And blindness doesn't wear off. And I'm out of cure blindness scrolls.
Repent.
I think the only saving grace is, though, that's his main offensive.
Nowhere to run.
Hopefully he doesn't
Your life ebbs
cast
and
blindness on Ekund again. How long left on this spell? 8 rounds, okay.
I aim true.
Oh, there's whole person.
What a waste.
Because I can't make a saving throw to save my goddamn lives. You just cast blindness on Dog, who's not even in this fight right now.
Become as dust.
Ha.
I grant you
Whole
death.
person wore off already. Let's have some healing on you.
So, Taya.
Ekam's failed his sole person saving throw again. Let's have some more healing on you. I can find info on Tartuccio's voice actor, but not Tartucci. Maybe it's the same guy. I would assume it's the same guy because Tartuccio becomes Tartuc, so yeah, and I do think it is very similar. Right, so don't suppose I've got a wand of remove blindness at all, do I? I have a wand of bless though. What healing do I have? Serious, might need a couple of those in a bit. Let's have a bless go off. Oh shoot, there's blindness on Beckoned. Alright, get ready for the long fight, folks.
Your life ebbs.
Because nobody can see him. So even if we hit with the attack, there's still a chance that hold person is going to fail on us. That's melee weapons. Yeah, all melee weapons.
Cannot hide from me.
Concealment. Also, don't Google it yourself. There's a lot of info out there. As in spoilerific info? If they're already blind, Tartuccio, what are you doing? I really am running out of spells and abilities here, by the way, so this is just the long haul. As much as it annoys me that it's come to this. What else do I have? Oh, don't suppose we got any potions of cure blindness? Potions blur, enlarge person, fox's canning, heroism, invisibility, mage armor, owl's wisdom, reduce person, remove curse, resist acid, shield of faith, and vanish. No, we don't have anything for removing blindness. Do you have this though? I'm going to use that on Ekund. Now it's back to the healing scrolls.
Grant you death.
How long does the other thing last? Don't know. Okay, healing scrolls. Because the last thing I want right now is for Ekund to die, because if Ekund dies, it's all over. Yeah, it's one of the problems to a certain degree with Googling anything, especially after the game has been out for so long. It's like, oh, who's that voice actor? You Google it, and then the first Google search for that character's name is how they betrayed you at some point, or something along those lines, and it's like, oh, okay, well,
Cannot hide from
that's
me.
not nice. It's not what I was after. The way it's all like, you cannot hide from me, but I'm blind, so, oh well. Okay, almost got it. Almost got it. Now just shoot him.
A waste.
Just cast magic missile on dog and kill him. Sure, why not? That makes sense for the situation you're in right now. Which also defeated. After this glorious victory, the region known as the Stolen Lands will finally become peaceful and quiet, or at least I hope so. Yay! Destroyed the troll lair. Okay.
In due time.
Right, everybody is now messed up as Olsen. Belt of Physical Might +4. Another Dwarven Key. Potions, a Heavy Mace, unidentified. Mallet of Woe. This +3 Heavy Mace deals 2d6 damage to and grants its wielder the continuous effect of freedom of movement. Okay, cool. That's just a short bow. Another Iron Dwarven Key. Jade, a Ring of Luck. A Ring of Protection +2. And a Headband of Alluring Charisma. Okay. Have you won the Stolen Lands for your barony? I don't know what I've done in the Stolen Lands for it anymore. I thought I already had the Stolen Lands for my barony. I'm actually kind of hoping I can't get to the world map, but one of the things that you need to do for how to build your kingdom? No. Annexation. Add 5 regions to your lands. The first land that I could annex was the one with Oleg's trading post. I forget the name of the place. And then it's like, okay, that's great. Now how do I do the rest of them? Based off pure guesswork, because I'm not getting any information here. This, find the troll's lair, no. I've destroyed the troll's lair, I've rooted out this evil. This was in a different area than the 2 that I already control. So I'm guessing now I'll have a barony quest to do this. And then potentially, because there's the Lost Child and the Coins of a Dead Man's Eyes. I think that's in this area, I'm not sure. But the Renowned Explorer, the Curse of Candlemere, and the Just Reward, I think are actually in separate areas of the map, and that might allow me to annex other areas. I don't know. Did I actually do Harim's thing? Is that done? No. Examine the ruins of the Dwarven Fortress with Harim. An underground citadel abandoned by the dwarves, now they're inhabited by theirs and ours worst enemy trolls. So we're in the right place. Now we just need to look around to update that. I'm touching the anvil. Oh, Harim's going to do it. An ancient anvil. Can it still work? No, I didn't heal and etc. What with? I have no healing left. This could end terribly badly. Yes, it might explode and just kill us all. But then I'll have to reload from when I entered the door. I don't know. Harim can't believe his own eyes. He reaches... well, he can't believe his own eyes. He's blind at the moment. Game, do try and keep up. So he reaches the anvil and touches it with care. Fiery sparks flit dangerously close to his beard. It's just beautiful. The dwarf smiles happily. What? What? He smiles? Quick, kill him. He's an imposter. You see, everything is not that bad after all. The anvil is still operational. Well, what do you say now? Harim pets the anvil gently, without any fear of its heat. Once I dreamed of working with a furnace like this. I gave oaths to Torag that I'd craft hundreds of suits of armor, that my hammer would be tireless. Oh, that was so long ago. He finally averts his gaze from the fire and turns to you. The very existence of this anvil is miraculous and unnatural. So much suffering and sorrow surrounds us. Yet here, hope. This shouldn't be like that. That's just wrong. Hiram turns around and glares at the anvil with hate in his eyes, his hands clenched into fist. Grotus, grant me strength. I'll restore righteousness. The dwarf deals a strong blow with his fist to the anvil base. Oh yeah, super cheerful. The light grows dim for a moment. A dull rumble seems to start at the base of the anvil, with a sound of growing steady louder, and then finally filling the whole room with a deafening roar. You could swear you can hear the mad laughter of Grotus in this roaring, or maybe it's Haren's own laughter. The anvil trembles and suddenly falls apart, as if trying to catch up with time with the rest of the fortress in its state of ruin. Octavia rolls her eyes and twirls her forefinger near her temple. Huh? That's awesome. When did you learn to break cast iron with your bare hands? You're strong. Why did you destroy this anvil? Does Grotus encourage destruction now? I believed the Grotus does not destroy. He just waits until the end comes to everything in this world. I have done what I had to do. The anvil should have been destroyed long ago. I've just restored righteousness. Hiram looks at you angrily, but his voice trembles with sorrow. I had to do it. It was so hard for me, Chiron. Almost as hard as living itself. You are definitely off the team. Yes, he punched an anvil in half while laughing. Hiram wipes tears from his eyes. I shouldn't have come here. What did I expect to find beside this decay, ash, dust and ash? A working anvil, maybe? Forgive me. Thank you for honoring my request and bringing me here, but now I wish to be alone. I also just realized I can't loot this guy's body. Oh wait, no, I already looted the body. You're quite right, I should probably do some degree of healing. Let's use up this cure light wounds. Let's get everybody into a good orange. So that's the best I can hope for. And that's a reasonable orange. Well, Octavia, you have no hit points. What are you at? You're a 16 of 69.
Patience.
16. 25. 31. 39. 42. 44. 48. I'll probably do you for now. Everything is terrible. Right, so that's this place cleared.
That is not far.
I have a terrible feeling there's two things that I need to do. One, I've got like a lot of keys for dwarven things somewhere. Oh shoot, I meant to look at these things. Grant 1 luck to all saving throws. You've already got one. Here we go. You have a ring of luck. Did that just stack? Yes, it did. Maybe I'll be able to save some of these blindness and hold persons if I build up enough luck. Alluring charisma. Are you charisma based? No, you're not. Is anybody on this team charisma based? No, we're not. Belt of physical might. This is +4 strength and constitution. That is a +2 to might. So here we go. Strength and constitution is up by 4. Nice. What are you wearing? Mighty constitution. Let's have a physical might, which also gets your strength up. You're not wearing, you're already wearing one, but yours covers dex as well. Yours is just dex. Yours is also just dex, and you don't really deserve one. You terrible, terrible dwarf. Right, now I need to find out where all these bleeding, because that's what I was looking for. Keys. Is it showing me keys? Yeah, I've got 1, 2, 3 keys. 4 keys. And I think it takes 5 keys. I think it takes them out of there once I'm done with them.
As it should be.
I'm not sure anymore. It's weird, it's just his body was glowing a different colour. I can't remember where anything around here is locked.
All according to plan.
Nope, not in here. Sure there should have been a body of something in there. Aha, a locked door. An unlocked door. Success. I found somewhere to go. So many bodies. Ooh, edible moss. Watch Tartu get resurrected again. I'm still not finished with you. Excuse me. Trolls vented their anger against the dwarves and their creations.
Depend on me.
Yeah,
Let's try this way.
Because this was the surprise attack, so they're not going to get a turn in this
This is
time,
for you.
but next turn you'll be up first.
Dust.
Well, up close to first, it doesn't really make too much difference.
Bring it! Stay behind me!
Bum 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 bum. Oh, there's more than just those guys. Well, that's kind of expected. Alright,
This
stab that
should
guy.
do it.
Great stuff.
A calculated risk.
Move back over to this one.
Repent.
Not really expecting Karim and Ekun to do much right now. But here's living in hope. Move back a little bit. Shoot the troll.
Tear them apart!
It always seems odd when the combat music doesn't start. Yeah, I think sometimes it's a little bit hit and miss. I mean, it stopped again ever since I mentioned,
This
you know,
will hurt.
what you say about the combat music not starting. Octavia, finish that
I
guy.
have to.
Hey, there we go. Skin them, collect that. Collect those. Oh. Shit. Dog. Go. Oops, missed. And shoot that one. Thinking concealment isn't bad when you're hitting all of the time or more frequently. Valerie, go hit this one. Amory, hit that one. Harem, take a 5-foot step back, shoot at the troll. Cause not expecting you to
Let's
do
try
much.
this way.
You can't stop me.
I can switch back to the troll killer.
Nowhere to run.
Cause might as well use it. Wonder what happens if dog dies. Well, anybody dies actually. It's only me who's actually died so far.
Let us strike as one.
Why did I hit that one? That's interesting. Amory just got an attack of opportunity for... Oh, I think that's a teamwork feat thing. Maybe. Not sure.
Your life ebbs low.
They're all down.
This
Move
should
over
do
there.
it.
Bum 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 bum. Octavia, get rid of these people.
I aim true.
Hey, ew, boy. That was just messy.
Do not falter.
Skip you, skip you, skip you, skip you. Finish that guy. There we go. You nearly missed, but you didn't. Scan them, loot them, loot them. There's a box in that fire. Ooh, a star knife. So weak, Torag, weak and pathetic. How could you, of the god of all dwarves, the great creator, be knocked down by some meager troll? You've confused the god with the sculpture depicting him. I couldn't note calmly, but Harren doesn't hear him or just doesn't care. Gods are not pathetic. Those who grovel at their feet and beg for charity then cry when they receive no crumbs from the divine table, on the other hand. Also, how can the dwarves put their trust in you, you traitor god? How can you protect your people if you're incapable of defending even yourself? You confuse the reason with the consequence. Torag's worshippers left this place. Their faith doesn't empower Torag anymore, so he has no need to protect this fortress. Harim opens his mouth to object, but apparently can't find any good arguments. Finally, he gives up on you. You're so blind, Chiron. He says just to fill the silence and turn away. The statue was ancient and easy to break. Don't see hidden signs where there aren't any. You're so blind. How could this statue possibly be destroyed if Torag was protecting this place? How could dwarves perish here if Torag cared about them? Harim presses his lips together. No, Chiron, this whole place is an anthem of Oblivion's victory over weakness. The victory of Grotus won over Torag. No sense in over-persuading. It's just an old statue. What does Torag have to do with it? You're wrong, Chiron. This is not just a statue, it's a symbol. Faith feeds the gods, just like food nourishes our mortal bodies. The symbols of faith are the channels through which gods communicate with the faithful. He grimly looks at the pedestal where the statue used to stand, but only the stone of Torag's feet now remains. The symbol is destroyed, therefore Torag is weak. If he could protect this place, he wouldn't have allowed such desolation to happen. Oh, stop whining, let's go. We've got lots to do. It's like, find a way past this little statue. No? We'll take the long way around. Ooh, chest.
It is finished.
Dwarven or Urgash.
In
Plus
due time.
1. Is anybody good at, well, riddles? It's kind of a riddle. It's one of these times where I wish, in part, the game wasn't so spread out. Where is it? Second half of this journal. So, the last secret room was sealed by the old Old's master of complex machinery. He didn't even tell me how the machinery worked, just smirked like a madman and mumbled something about the sun meets guests for the keep, and the moon that faces the sky furnace. Now, the only indication that I have that might mean something is this, which I'm going to have to go around to try and... So, we've got the moon, we've got the sun. The sun faces gods, and the moon faces... What did I say?
Follow my lead.
I should really do with writing this down, but I can't be bothered when it's already here. The sun that meets guests of the keep, and the moon that faces the sky furnace. So, this is the sun, this is the moon. The sky furnace is at the back, and the guests are at the front. I don't know, but I have one of the potentially annoying things is the only way to find out how these things rotate. Thank you. Moon faces the sky furnace, sorry. Is to come all the way over here. Leave, go upstairs. Run. run up to here and click this. There's a symbol in the middle there. F, M, fish, and S, lightning bolt, something like that. So I change that to that. And then I go back downstairs. And hopefully we'll see that this sun has rotated a little bit. We're not expecting a big rotation. So yes, this is now facing this way. Is this, I guess, in the back is the sky furnace? Because this was the charge lightning bolts facing east. East? Which way is north? That's a question and a half. But it doesn't show. See, the guess would come in from this direction. And I would guess that the southeast. Yes, okay. So the lightning bolt is facing southeast. Yeah, there's no compass point other than maybe that, which says that that is true north, but it doesn't help when it's in an isometric grid. And so I want to click that so that that faces round to the back, maybe? That might cure it. But to change that at all, I've got to run all the way around here. So I don't really want to be guessing this too much, but other than one face in the front and one face in the back, I don't really know what else to do with them. I don't think you can, you know. Because I think it's a bit of all or nothing. Ooh. No, the moment I click there, the rest of them come running. So no, you can't split the party on this map. I think it's mainly because of this long loading screen. If the areas were smaller, you might be able to get away with that, but I don't know what any of these symbols mean, but I think that means that it should be now facing the back. Which I'm guessing is the sky furnace. At a random shot in the dark guess. I mean, how many positions are there? Also, I don't know what sign I'm looking for to say, hey, this is open to vault. Although there is a door over here. I'm guessing this is a key thing. And this is also a key thing. It doesn't tell me what keys though were used. Am I actually using up these keys as I go? I am not. It also looks like there's been trolls in here recently, or else things wouldn't still be on fire. Yeah, how did the trolls get in here?
A trivial matter.
Without the keys. Although they did have keys. And this unlocks into this. No, this unlocks into this room.
That is not far.
I suspect Oh wait, there's another door over here. Jesus. Wept on a skateboard. And is that another door? Oh, upstairs there's another area altogether. Man, I must feel the icons where... Man, I feel there must be icons somewhere because the loading screen in between is horrendous. I mean, there's now an exit over here, but I don't know where this goes at all. Is this outside? Is this taking me outside? Do I want to be outside? I don't think I want to be outside. Yeah, this is outside. Into the fortress, into the lower levels. Right, I don't want to be outside. Let's go back inside. The only symbols that I've seen is on this wall here, which is the fish. I say fish, I know that it's not a fish, but it kind of reminds me of a fish. So maybe the moon needs to face that way? I mean, maybe set both vaults to fish. I mean, that's a potential. Just going to open this barrel for another symbol of Torag.
This requires your attention.
Look ahead.
Oh, there's a trap.
A trivial matter.
Longsword unidentified. Half plate. That's just half plate. Masterwork dagger. Masterwork dagger. Masterwork great axe.
To victory!
That actually scared the bejesus out of me for a moment there. It's a mimic! It's immune to acid damage. Dog can't get close enough. It's immune to acid damage. Don't use the acid arrow on it. Hit it.
They go down!
I did not expect a mimic there. I mean, one should always expect the classics, but okay. Got me 90 experience. How far am I from leveling? Ooh, nearly 10,000. Right, so our first guess is to go for both fish. The thing is, I don't see where the guests come into that. I appreciate that that's the only symbol that I've seen, but it doesn't explain the riddle. And to a certain degree, that's the direction I was kind of thinking. Also, like I said before, I don't actually know what this will... so I could have it in the right position, and it'd be like, yes, that's the right position, okay. Now what? Anybody? I'm just hoping, to a certain degree, it's blatantly obvious. I suspect that it is a bit of metagaming guesswork. It's like there is this wall here that feels like there could be something behind it, because it likes to be square. Are the fish icons in the same place on both sun and... Oh, hello. Well, I found something. 2,000 gold and blessed plate, blessed path. This +2 full plate can only be equipped by good characters. It grants the wearer +2 enchantment bonus to wisdom and charisma and +4 sacred bonus to saving throws against compulsion effects and poisons. If equipped by a paladin, it also gives her the ability to use Smite Evil 2 more times a day. You're not a paladin, but you're also not good. When? Oh, you're lawful neutral. I don't think I've got anybody else who wears plate. That's a bit useless. Can't be equipped. Because it only can be equipped by good characters. And you're good, but you don't wear heavy. You're good, but you don't wear any. And you're chaotic. Neutral. You're lawful good, but you don't wear plate. So... I'm guessing that's the right position. I don't know whether it opened because it was in the right position, and once it's opened, it stays open. But yeah, that's what I was thinking, is that this looks forward and this looks over that way, maybe to the sky. I don't know what a sky furnace looks like. It's all like faces the sky furnace. What is a sky furnace? Apart from maybe the sun? So it looks at the sun. Thing is, I've now also found a door over here. That looks very much like another mimic. See, once is funny. Twice is overplayed.
A calculated risk.
Especially when it's not all that dangerous. A shocking light crossbow. My. What a shock. Yes, I made that pun. Right. There'll be a greater mimic in here somewhere. I don't think there's anywhere left. Just the meta of it. It's all like everything seems to be boxed off nicely. I am going to attempt to leave by this side door though. Because if I get mullered on the way out, it's not going to be pleasant. But I saw kobolds. They seem to be talking rather than... Because getting up here, I only got up here because I was escorted by a troll. The troll is now dead. I killed him.
In due time.
Bum, bum, bum. I have so little gold these days. Possibly shouldn't have spent it all on that bag of holding. Alright. Greetings, kobolds. A small crowd of kobolds surrounds you. They look frail and thin, their skin covered with sores and claw marks. Even the tattered skins they wear are falling apart. The kobolds make no sound, they simply stand and look at you, following you with their unblinking eyes, all as though waiting for something. The kobolds step away when you try to leave, making no move to block you. But their silent attention is somewhat uncomfortable. What are you doing here and what do you want? The kobolds stay silent, quivering somewhat. They keep their eyes on you as you pass by. They're frightened. Remember how they used to repeat all unknown words? Leave them be. They've suffered enough. Do any of you speak common? The kobolds remain silent, but some of them stir as if understanding, but almost in fear, as if afraid to answer. Ha! More kobolds, and here I was worried we'd almost all but run out. Gonna antagonize him a little bit. I killed Tartuk because he wouldn't live by my laws. If you want to live, stop attacking humans, or you'll meet the same fate he did. The kobolds keep looking at you silently. Just when you think they may not answer, one kobold speaks. Kobold hears, understands, then falls silent. The crowd of kobolds parts before you and closely silence behind you as you pass. After several steps, you turn around and see the kobolds are drifting apart, going separate ways. There's a suspicious-looking branch. Ooh, what's that? Shard of an ice bracer. Okay.
That is not far.
Don't want to go up the mountain. Don't really want to go this way. Stick to the outside.
Follow my lead.
Should really scout ahead. But I just want to get to the exit. Let me get to the exit. Oh.
All according to plan.
Right, characters. This guy, spellbook. Remove sickness. Remove paralysis. Remove blindness. There we go. Let's switch out those for a couple of these. Cause we're going to rest. I'm also now at a loss as to what I'm going to do next.
With the troll menace ended, all our woes were in the past, and there was nothing left endangering our young barony. As if the true hardships were yet to come.
Oh gee, you're cheerful. So yeah, as we can see here, I was able to take the Shriek and the outskirts. This is the Stealth Null Marches, and I've taken over the main place, although I was wrong. Candlemere Lake, the Verdant Chambers is actually the next one over, but the Swamp, which is hot, and Candlemere Lake, Candlemere Tower are in this area, so maybe I need to complete a Just Reward, a Renowned Explorer. Oh, that's a bit hit and miss. I'm not entirely sure where he's going to be. You found the Dwarven Outpost. Maybe it would be an idea to bring Jubilus here. The site might lift his spirits. I don't know where to find him. Because I lost the cart in the river and he moved on with his life. But yeah, I'm going to camp. Everybody's doing things. Right, begin resting.
Isn't it ridiculous for people to worship Torag, the god who betrays dwarves?
It's not. What's ridiculous is to worship destruction and ashes.
Now let's screw up the cooking. Right, so we've got a couple of... Okay, I need to go back to Loachingdale and see what's going on here. See if I can take the Salve now marches. Maybe. I mean, I kind of want to do these random encounters. Why don't you use camp camouflage? I'm just not really had many random encounters while camping, so it's not really bothered me too much. I could do, but who knows? Is there something going to be coming up from behind us? That's a question. Right, let us deal... Should have really dealt with this before getting into combat, but oh well. Let's remove the blindness. And take out that alpha wolf. And let's turn that back on for next round.
This will hurt.
No, it's one of them things with the camping, it's like there's nice mechanical effects potentially to it. But until it becomes a little bit more predominant as to what all the different ones do / mean, it's... Well, it's better to be... I actually just want to quickly check up this way, because the last time I was on a map like this, I got ambushed from behind, and it did not go well. Oh, there is another one over there. I did get ambushed from behind, but not that behind that I was looking at.
Onwards! Hurrah!
Well, technically both behind. Use the acid splash because it's slightly better than the bow. And Harim, cure your blindness. There we go.
What a waste.
I can do taking out the Alpha Wolf, or miss entirely. Finish him, thank you. Stab the other one, great stuff. And we're going to go after that one. More wolves. Going after Octavia. That one's going after Dog. Valerie, get in there. Octavia, step away.
You can't stop me.
Some acid flash. Harim. Yeah, take care of that one. Just a one shot? Oh! Yeah, it's Harim, not Akundo. Whoops. I was expecting that to happen and then more shots to happen. Just everywhere else.
Let's try this way.
Because Akundo is a beast when it comes to killing things. What class is he? I'm curious. I've not actually paid enough attention.
Bring it!
It's one of them odd things. It actually seems like in Pathfinder that rangers are ranged people, a reasonable shout. No, wanted character Kundo. He is a lawful good ranger. Yeah, rangers, they're really skilled at killing things. If you go away and look at 5th edition D&D, there's a lot of people that will say that if you want to play a ranged fighter, a ranged character, your better option, it tends to actually be taking a fighter and making them some kind of range specialist, rather than taking a ranger and trying to become a ranged specialist. I mean, of course, with Pathfinder, there's other options, such as there's a Slayer, I think, build, which tends to be fairly, or can be fairly deadly.
Need to catch my breath.
And we'll rest when we're back at the castle. No, don't rest. Just march on through the night. Nothing terrible will happen. We're in my barony. See, I'm pretty sure I don't have Jublios. Certain spells and abilities have permanent effects, e.g. permanent blindness. That doesn't mean they can't be removed or cured, only that they don't have a fixed duration. Bad news, Your Grace. There was a thief in your close circle. A significant shortage has been discovered within the Treasury. An investigation is already underway. The guilty party will soon be brought before you for judgment. I think I know, might know something about this, shocking, most shocking event. Can we discuss it one-to-one, maybe? I'll wait for you in the inn after council. I'd never surprised she would find herself connected to such a crime. Okay, that's different. Suppose I best go see what that's about. Brought relics, any worthy of stories, talismans of Torag, dryad leaves, Taldum warrior dog tags, brave heroes, dwarven smiths, woods of the motherland, nothing else. I don't like the way that the quest. This is the thing. This is the odd thing. Is all. I don't like spoilers, but at the same token, as soon as this all happened, I kind of guess that she's got something to do involved with this, just because of the very nature of the way that she said it. But then it came up in the quest journal. Easier to ask for forgiveness. Where is she? Little halfling, gnomish midget. Oh yeah. Lindsay shuffles around nervously, fidgeting with a quill in her hands. She turns bright red. Well, about the embezzlement? I mean, calm down, Lindsay. Everything's fine. What is it you want to tell me? Well, it was me. But I can explain. You see, I've always dreamed of owning my own printing house, so I could print whatever books I want. And then I found out that there was a printing press being sold cheap in Brevany, and well, I couldn't resist. Great idea, good for you, Lindsay. Really, phew. I feel a weight's been lifted off my shoulders. I was so afraid you'd be mad, thank you. There is one other problem, though. The press should have been delivered by now, but it hasn't shown up. I'm afraid with our roads and the seeming menagerie that roams them, it might end up vanishing into thin air. Maybe you can go check on it and see if anything happened? It's supposed to be coming across the old road from the Gnarl Marches. Alright, let's go find your press. I've already paid for it after all. Yes, just don't leave without me. I mean, it's... I know that I'm lawful good, but at the same token, it's one of them things where it's like... If Lindsay had come to me and said, I want to set up a printing press so that I can educate our fellow peasants... Can I have the money for a printing press? I would have been so like, yeah, sure, how much do you need? Increase education. Faith and loyalty. Which nobody can do. The subjects of the Baron pledge their undying loyalty and support. This opportunity should be seized. And projects. Research into the nature of curses. Tartuk. Tartuccio's transformation into the Kobold Shaman Tartuk was truly remarkable. Could it have been the result of a curse? Still annoyed that I don't have a treasurer. Regions. Claim the South Gnarl Marches. That's what I would like to do. How long is that going to take? I need 400 BP. I need 400 BP. 321. I cannot afford 321. I need to save up 400 build points because I feel that this is important. Of 32 points a week. 400 would be, well, it's 3 weeks for 100, give or take a kick in the nuts. So that would be 12 weeks for 400, and we've already got 79, which is almost, well, it's over double, 2 times 32. But is that too much? Yeah, it'll be about 6 weeks anyway. Right, I mustn't spend build points on anything that isn't urgent though. I think everybody's doing something busy. Huh. Yes, go off and do this thing. This area of the barony is said to be a breeding ground for bandits, brawlers, and cutthroats. Perhaps one of your advisors should set aside these rumors and assure the people that the guard is able to protect them. Amory's probably just going to go off, beat up all the bandits, brawlers, and cutthroats, and then proclaim that it's I've dealt with the matter.
I tire.
Yes, we know you're tired. Ooh, I might be out. Maybe I shouldn't have sent her off already. Oh well. I was just thinking, I've got a lot of stuff. Because I've got that full plate +1, but I've also got this blessed plate that I want to keep hold of. If it's got a name, I'd like to keep hold of it. And I've got a few weapons that have names. Hide armor is also, well, no, it's not great. The Mallet of Woe. Oh, I was going to give that to, what's his face? This guy, he likes mallets, doesn't he? Heavy Mace. It's a masterwork flail character. This guy. I mean, he can use it. Doesn't say explicitly, but here, have a dirty great big mallet of woe. Don't know what it's good for, but it'll do. I do actually want to bench you now, though. So let's sort this. Let's take all of this stuff off of you, other than the little bits that are yours. Actually, you can kind of keep that as a better belt for Tristan, because he's going to be back into rotation. Oh, yeah, you might as well keep the armor. He can't wear any. Actually, let's take that off you and give you a basic crossbow. I think Tristan also uses crossbows. Might as well give him the masterwork one. Ring of Protection. Blessed Signet. The Lesser Breakers of Archery. And there was a belt that I was... Constitution. Actually, no, the other belt is better. Because this is Constitution and resist things. Whereas this is just Constitution. I don't think I've got anything else that has a name. Ooh, Shocking Crossbow +1. Do I want to give that to... I think I do. So, that's just a light crossbow. So back to this guy and have a masterwork crossbow. Star knife, heavy shield, keen longsword. I'm not sure. Valerie, what do you use? Bastard sword. I mean, the keen is nice because it gives a better crit range, which when it's a longsword is 17 to 20. Do you use a longsword? Can you use a longsword? You do use a longsword. Here, have a keen longsword. Could do with a belt of strength for you, though. You can take the headband of alluring charisma +2, which leaves me with wisdom, which would be you, but no. Inquisitor. What's yours is wisdom, so you can have the headband of wisdom. And the alluring charisma can just go on general sale. Shim can't give it to dog. I can do... No, your dex. I mean, it wouldn't hurt. It's not going to do any damage. Abrasives of armor +1. You're wearing the armor archery stuff. Does that actually count? It does count. But it's a +1 bonus to your attack rolls, which are not great. It's taken up to a 6. I mean, you are a level behind. Ring of Protection +2. That's a Ring of Protection +1. Here we go. Don't know who that old wedding ring is for. All the Stag's Broken Charm. What's annoying is a little bit of these fragments. You got a magical light crossbow. Do I have a magical light crossbow? Other than this... Sorry, I missed that on the chat. I don't know when that arrived. Masterwork, 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 masterwork. I don't think... Yeah, so we got that one. I just totally forgot that I had that when I was sorting these things out. So that's a masterwork. I think that's everything of major use. There's a lot of these little artifact things that I'd be curious to get all of them, but it's all I think I need 8 of these. And I don't know where the other ones are, and I don't really want to go finding them by very carefully
in due time.
Sorting through them. But at the same token, oh, nothing there. If you find all 7 fragments. The Hellblazer helm, the Trailblazer helm, if already forged helm would serve you well, it would share its story with us. I need 10 shards for that. Forest Knight braces, need 10 shards for that. And it's one of them. It's like, I appreciate that it'd be nice to find all of these, but I need 5 more of those, 1 more of those, and you said braces of the shards of the knight's braces, and I've got 2, so I need to find another 8 of those. It's gonna be a lot of searching around. I totally forgot to take a break today. I usually break halfway through my 3-hour session just to stretch my legs and wander around for a bit. Yeah, I suppose there's a lot of things that I should be storing in my vault, but I'm also a terribly forgetful person, and I'd say the weight isn't too bad, but I'm massively overloaded, but I'm also carrying a lot of junk at the moment. Show me your wares. Okay, don't want that. Need to keep hold of that light crossbow. Longsword, masterwork dagger, masterwork, masterwork. I've checked all the crossbows. I'm pretty sure the short swords are the same. Even accidentally picked up a useless short sword. Star knife +1. I think I'm tempted to keep hold of that, just because it's a nice +3 bonus. But anybody else who wears medium armor, it's useless because you can get a +2 something else and it's better. So I don't know. A lot of dufferings. Okay, so this stuff can. You can go. I just realised it's worth like 2,000 gold. That can go. These can go. Armor +1. I'll keep all of that just in case and sell off junk. 8,000 gold. Deal. So yeah, now when I look at my inventory, it's 0 because I've got the bag of holding and the lesser bag of holding. So I'm not too concerned about the weight. I mean, yes, I suppose it's one of them. I'm not a massive fan of the whole micromanage of stuff. You know, one of the things that I could do is put down some of these potions, which I very rarely use. I could sell them as well. You know, there's 13 pounds of alchemist fire that I'm hauling around. 13 pounds of cure light wounds and 20 pounds of 10 pounds of cure moderate wounds. So there's lots of things that I could do to manage the weight, but it's not enough, I feel, to be crucial. Let's see what you've got for sale. Because you, I believe, have got the build points. And can I get, well, how much is 400? Because I kind of need that for claiming the other place. Wow, this is annoying. I want 400-ish. 25,000 for that much. Okay, I still do not have enough. Actually, 321 is exactly what I needed to bring myself up to 400. Yeah, that's going to be a while before I buy that. Is there anything interesting? See, I never know what to spend money on. Time spell buttons. Why would I want? Oh, spells. Plentiful hands. The grandson wearer a +2 enhancement, but instead of becoming fatigued after raging, the wearer takes 1 damage for each round of the number of rounds equal to 2 times the number of rounds. What? The wearer takes 1 damage for each round for a number of rounds equal to 2 times the number of rounds spent in a rage. That is the most convoluted way of saying they take 1 damage for every 2 rounds of rage. No. They take 1 damage. It makes sense, it's just convoluted. Why the hell it can't just be solid? Rather than becoming fatigued, you take twice as much damage as you spent in rounds. Kinetic Diam? Oh, that's a kineticist thing. Cloak of Shadows. And that's actually kind of good, because one of the things that really messed people up was blindness. Immunity to blindness and dazzling. Tempted to get it, you know. Sure, why not? I got a new cloak. It looks a little tatty in its little image there, but I got a new cloak. My stealth score now is ridiculous. 25. It's mainly the there is one item I found that gives immunity to exhaustion, I think. Oh, that'd be useful for the barbarian rather than the damage alternative.
As it should be.
You know, I appreciate that the fatigue can be difficult if you're going from fight to fight, but at the same token, I don't feel that it's that big of a deal. Right, what am I doing? I've spent so long trying to figure out what I'm doing for money and whatnot. But I've not actually decided what I'm doing next. Although now you mentioned putting things in here, it's like, how much am I actually carrying around? I'm carrying 240 pounds worth of stuff. It's only registered as 0 because of that. But if I was to put in these books, for example, because I don't read these things. Bartholomew's Key. They don't wear anything. Food, supplies. Here's where 20 of the pounds is camping supplies. I think that's a quest thing. Not entirely sure what the gloomberry is for. A knowing person can give you a good price for this. Okay. And who would that be? Keys, keep all of lab journal, notes, more notes. If he's down a little bit. More notes. Don't think I need to carry around the diamond, but meh. A lot of these notes don't even weigh anything. Some of the books do, but the notes... What? That piece of paper there weighs more than this book over here. Well, no. Piece of paper weighs more than some of the books, I reckon. You know, diary, it's a book. Weighs half a pound. This piece of paper weighs 2 pounds. Let's see. It says it's Mike's relic, Minant, leather, mud, leaf. Still not entirely sure what I'm doing with that. And then there's these sets of things. Cooking ingredient. Don't know what they're for. Couple of letters. And some wine. What's interesting is the wine doesn't actually look like it's classified as anything, the cooking ingredient. But it didn't get sold off with the rest of the junk. So yeah, by doing that I managed to reduce it down to 203. This is why I have bags of holding. Ta-da! It's now 0. Woo! Let's have a look at the journal. Easy to ask for. I'll go look for this printing press. That sounds like a plan. Inventory. Who's not wearing a decent cloak? Everybody's wearing. You have a cloak. Oh, it's a cloak of resistance 2. No, take it off you. Give it to Tristan. Cause that's armor bonus, which is useful for Tristan because he doesn't have much else in the way of armor. So Lindsay, take the cloak at +2, and you take that. Now we're gonna leave. And we're going to bench this guy for this guy, and we're going to take Lindsay because we're looking for the printing press. But yeah, I have a feeling to a certain degree this game actually has a bit of replayability that I wasn't expecting. You know, I'm playing it through very lawful good anytime that it gives me an option. Where did Lindsay want to go? Yes, my dear reader, I won't leave you out in the cold. It was me. I embezzled the state funds. Please don't judge. I used the money to order a printing press for the capital. To print books for all kinds of betterment of our systems, including, in time, the book you hold in your hands. But while Baron Chiron may have forgiven my unauthorized purchase, a new problem came up. The press didn't make it to the capital. It was stuck somewhere along the muddy roads of the Marches. Which part of the Marches, Lindsay? Which part? Let's level you up. Next, skills. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ta-da! And, ooh. Extra performance might be useful. Ah, okay, yeah, that's the one that they've got. Whenever your ally also has a fleet and flanking the same creature, your flanking bonus, yeah. but for the critic, it provokes an attack of opportunity, which is nice. I think I'll take the extra performance. Ooh, spells. Oh, these are level 3 ones. Okay, so I get a level 1 one. The other ones I've already got. Cause fear. One enemy creature within close range. Partial save. Standard action. An infected creature is subject to a will save. It is shaken for 1 round. Creatures with 6 are immune to this effect. Cause fear dispels, remove there. Feather step for the duration, subject to no advanced. No. No. I'll take that one. And right. Tempted to take. Why is that one at the bottom of the list? Confusion is nice, although not excessively. I find it's one of them. You can replay every time with a different main character and make different fates, or try to hire all mercenary group. Yeah, having different companions is all. The thing is, because you can just swap them in and out. Not sure if you've ever played Baldur's Gate, but in that, basically, one of the things was you just didn't gather people and get them all hanging out with you. I mean, they did tend to find there was an inn, I think, that they all tended to accumulate up in if you dismiss them from your group and they wanted to continue the journey with you. But at the same token, going all the way to this inn, pulling them out and going all the way back to try to mix it up every now and again, I just found to be a bit of a chore, so I tended to stick with just the group. Whereas this, it's all like, oh, Lindsay wants something, well, she can come out for a while. Tristan or Harim, they want a particular thing, you can bring them for a bit, and then put them back again when you're done. So I'm not entirely sure how much replayability it is with the companions. The Merc group could be interesting, but for one, I'm curious to see, because I've heard somebody mention that it's fairly well done in that it, there's a bit of banter between them depending on who they are. So it's not as mundane as some games. Baldur's Gate is another example where if you started up in multiplayer mode, you could select all the characters rather than just the main character and take them rather than the NPCs that you find. But because they're custom made, they don't tell a story. Take haste. Ooh, that is a good choice. I did not know that I had haste. But I've heard that they've done a good job at tweaking it so that the Merc groups actually have a bit of interaction. What's Good Hope? What is Good Hope? Instills a powerful hope into the subject's morale bonus on saving throws, attack rolls, ability checks, or skill checks. All allies within a 15-foot burst. Duration a minute level. I'll take a Good Hope. That seems a very Lindsay spell. Bardic action move. Oh, it's now a move action rather than a standard action. That's nice. Attack bonus is still a 4, although ranged is 8. Although that'd be based off that. Oh, so it's at a 5. Nice. Next level she'll get a second attack. Interesting. Good to have you back in the group, Tristan. The other cleric is grumpy. And your healing is so much better. Allied spellcaster. Whenever you are adjacent to an ally who also has this feat, you receive a +2 concentration attack and level checks made to overcome spell resistance. Didn't I take extra channel before? I can take it again. That's an interesting thing. I'm so used to playing Starfinder where it's like most of the feats so you can take it once. Or if you do take a feat multiple times, then it only gives you it's a combat maneuver thing. So it's like you can take this feat that gives you a bonus to a combat maneuver, but you also have it. If you want to take it multiple times, it basically affects a different combat maneuver. The fact that you've got here extra channel, and he's already taken extra channel, basically means that you could. And I have done, take it multiple times so that he just gets so many more channels. It's a little bit boring and mundane, but at the same token, Tristane is basically just a piggy bank of healing. Never know what to go for. Shielded caster. Oh, that's again a teamwork feat. See, meta magic for me never really seemed to make much sense for some of them. You know, empower, heighten. Heighten a spell has a higher level than normal. Unlike other meta magic, a heighten spell actually increases the effective level of the spell that it modifies. So yeah, you're just heightening it up. A heightened spell is as difficult to prepare and cast as a spell of its effective level. I don't know what that means. You cast spells if you were a higher level. A heightened spell has a higher spell level than normal, up to maximum of 9th level. So is that just for overcoming resistances? All effects depending on spell level, such as the saving throw DCs and the ability to present less aggro of availability. Right, so yeah, if you were trying to cast deafness or blindness on somebody, and that's a 2nd level spell, you with a DC, and the DCs are based on 10 plus your spellcasting skill plus the spell level. You can make it a 3rd level spell, making it slightly more difficult to resist, but at the same token, it's like, would you really want to burn a 9th level spell on a 1st level spell just to make sure that it's more difficult to resist? And this is the other thing, it's like, there's so many of these, maximize, empower, maybe not so much the quicken and reach and the heighten, but maximize and empower, it's like, it's a level increase by 3. But what you get is all of the values are maximized. But if you take the basic Cure Light Wounds, you get 1d8 plus your character's level. Hey, Ali. How's it going? So to maximize it, it's great because you get the 8 plus whatever, but then if you just prepared it 4 levels higher, you'd be able to cast a spell that's like Cure Serious Wounds, which starts off at 4d8 plus the character's level. But chances are, I mean, knowing my luck, I can roll dice badly as the next person. But there's a reasonably good chance that it's going to work out greater than the maximized spell. Yeah, but maximized takes us level increases 3, so it's not cure moderate. It would be Cure Serious or something like that. I can't remember off the top of my head. So you'd be better off with the unmaximized level dependent cure rather than trying to go with a maximized cure light wounds. I appreciate it doesn't just apply to cure light wounds. I thought the plus was based on your character level, not your spell level. I'll double check that in a second. Let me just pick something. Shall we have a Die Hard? No, Die Hard's a bad idea for a combat caster. Blind Fight could be useful. I'm going to take the Blind Fight. So yeah, if I go to Spellbook of Tristain. So what happens is you'd meta magic up Cure Light Wounds, which is 1d8 of damage plus 1 point per caster level, maximum 5. So at the moment it is a 1d8 plus 5. Blind Fight on a character that absolutely stuck except fighting in melee. He doesn't fight in melee, he fights at range, and I don't know, I'm just all over. 1 second, I've got some spam in the chat. How do I delete this message again? Well, first of all, you get banned. And then it got deleted. Cool. I'm just a ball of crazy. I've just come out of a combat where people were blind, and it was just sickening how many times that they got the concealment disadvantage. And as well, it won't lower his already abysmal AC if he does get blinded. But yeah, so the maximize would basically mean that you roll an 8 on this, and he's got a maximum of plus 5 based on the caster level, and he's level 7, maximum 5, so it already is a 1d8 plus 5. If I maximize it, it takes a spell slot 3 levels higher, but guarantees it's 8 plus 5, which is 13. However, 3 slots higher, which is 4, has a spell Cure Critical Wounds, which is 8d4 plus 1 per caster level, maximum 20. So it's going to be 7 plus 48. Minimum amount is 11 points of healing, which is only 2 less than the maximized spell. But there is a potential of 16, 32 plus 7, 39 on that heal, depending on how the dice rolls. So why would I maximize Cure Light Wounds just to get 8 plus the number of die? The meta magic never really tracked for me. Yeah, there's right. I've not played with the meta magic because it doesn't seem to make sense to me. I've played Neverwinter Nights, which featured meta magic, and I've tried it in that, and it never seemed to track with me. And the math just doesn't hold up. I mean, yes, there's reach and subtle and silent spells, which can have their uses very infrequently. Because subtle means that you can be bound and still cast off the spell, so if you've got a hold person on you, you can still cast that spell. As long as it's also silent, because you can't speak. So you need a subtle and a silent to get rid of the speech and the movement part of it that allows you to catch it even while hold person is on you. But at the same token, because you've combined those two meta magics, it's now a +2 on the spell. So to be able to cast a level 1 spell, it's taken up a level 3 slot. You'd be better off just hoping that you don't die while the hold person wears off. Especially when you've got 6 people rather than, in Neverwinter, it was you and your companion. And the companion was not particularly useful most of the time. So if you got held, that was pretty much it half of the time. Do I want to take... requires diamond dust. Don't really want to take that. Force repentance. You force an evil creature that does not have... You force an evil creature that does not have the evil subtype to momentarily reflect on its past actions and be overcome by grief and conscience. I mean, could be useful, maybe? Neutralize poison. Poisons have been difficult for me. Door shield. Any creature that strikes you... Oh, it's personal. Not great if you're not tanking it up. Divine power, personal, calling upon the divine power of your patron. You immune yourself with strength and skill in combat. You gain attack rolls, weapon damage rolls, strength checks, and strength-based checks. Over 3 levels of the caster, you also gain 1 temp HP per level of caster. Whenever you make a full attack, you can make an additional attack at your full base, plus any appropriate modifiers. Again, not great. Controlled fireball. This spell functions as fireball, except you can control the damage to your allies. The controlled fireball deals minimum damage to them. It's an interesting one. I do like fireball. Taking it. Taking a fireball. I'm tempted to now. Protection from energy communal. Temporary immunity to the type of energy you specify for 10 minutes. I'll take it. And I don't know. Freedom of movement. That's always a good one. What are these dots for? I've not noticed that before. Some of these have dots and some of these do not have dots. Spell slots. What do we take? What do we want to take? I don't mind restoration. It's just I don't actually. Do I have a diamond dust on me? I might have a diamond dust on me. I just find that it's something where it's not every enemy is going to be dealing ability drain, level drain, and the rest of it. So, to a certain degree, I feel that preparing it now, it's never going to get used for anything but converting to cure critical wounds. Hold person is really devastating, as well as paralysis, fog cloud, solid fog, slow, and web. Allowing somebody to get out of that and finish off the combat, I feel, because I'll prepare that when I need to. When you need it. The thing is, I've never come across a situation where it's like I can't just go and rest, prepare restoration, use it up, and then continue on with my day. Nobody's currently injured. I mean, I got a restoration going, a lesser restoration. I don't know. For the moment, I like this freedom of movement because, like you say, but once you get paralyzed in a poison cloud and you can't run away, you're screwed. Straight up. Whereas this freedom of movement and this protection from energy communal, it's like, yes, they're throwing fireballs left, right, and center. You pop this out, and everybody's got a bit of fire immunity for a while. Can really change the battle. Restoration, I don't think it's something that I would cast in battle. And if it was serious enough that I'm like, maybe I don't want to go forward in the fight, I'm more likely to just get back to the world map, rest up for a night, take restoration, cast it on them in the morning, and go about my day. I might be wrong. You might be totally right about this, and I am shooting in myself in the foot for not taking it early. I mean, I don't have a diamond dust for restoration as it is, so I'd have to go back to town, buy some diamond dust. But for the moment, my gut is telling me protection from energy and freedom of movement is probably going to be my safest bets. But, you know, I've been wrong before. Right, let's see if we can't find this printing press. Oh no, I gotta be this side. You know, one of the things, it's all like, it's one of the reasons why I do and I don't like spellcasters. Spellcasters can be so clutch if they just so happen to have the right spell at the right time.
Hey, it's you again.
I found the dwarven outpost you told me about. The trolls have found it even before me.
Unbelievable. Amazing. Its location must be mapped at once. I definitely need to see the place with my own eyes. Lead the way. Oh, as for the cart, well, never mind. It'll be okay. I'll send someone for it later.
That's how I get him. No, they've been standing here for probably the best part of 2 to 3 weeks. Octavia, you're benched for now. I'm taking this new guy because I think this new guy, if I'm not mistaken... Can I click this? No. I don't want to click that. Oh, make a discovery. What do you have? You got acid bomb and precision bomb. Ah, okay. Preserve organs? Learns how to preserve or protect his vital organs, reducing the chance. When a critical hit, a sneak attack is scored on the alchemist, there is a 25% chance that the critical hit is negated and normal damage. I'll take it. It sounds like a terrible idea. Get a spell. I'll take a spell. Why not? See invisibility. That sounds clutch. I like the word clutch all of a sudden, apparently. More skills. Stick with what we got. Oh. Extra bombs. Do you have extra bombs? Oh no, that's ability focus bombs. I'll take some extra bombs. Get another spell. So yeah, I'm guessing the alchemist's spells work similar to... Is that? Oh, I get a choice of level 3, level 2, level 1. Okay, level 3. Let's take... Where can we go up to? See invisibility communal. should have taken that rather than B shape. You become a medium wolf. You gain +2 size bonus to your strength, +2 natural armor bonus. Your speed is increased by 20 feet. You gain a bite attack and a tripping bite ability. Yeah, sure, why not? You can be like dog. Okay. See, couple of things is he wants to go off and see this heroism.
I'm listening.
I think I saw heroism in... Who are these guys? Nope. Maybe I should have gone for heroism. Do I have a potion for heroism? Oh well. It shows you've never played an alchemist. The British Bumbershoot, yes, it is a similar spell, but I don't know if it's exactly the same spell. No, I've never played an alchemist. I will be 100% straight up. I didn't even know that it was preparation based and not spontaneous like the bard, which is a shame. I kind of like the bard's spontaneousness. See, you don't need all them cure light wounds. Let's have Bomber's Eye and some targeted bomb admixture. Oh, I benched, what's it called? Ekund, that was it. I think I replaced him with Lindsay? Or did I just... I don't know. But here's the interesting thing. If I go back a bit, if I'm not mistaken, this guy, Advisors, is an economy guy. That is something that I've been in desperate need of for some of these projects. Because 5 BP per week, 2 BP for each town, and BP for each village. And it needs 1500 BP. Jesus wept. 500 BP? You're not available for that position. Trade agreement. 100 BP? I don't have that much, but what's it going to do? 1 BP per week? Could be useful. Free tip alchemist can infuse weapon for 1 attack per round to use alchemist fire or acid splash as bonus damage on your attacks. It uses the item for your inventory, but it adds 1d6 for damage done. Good to know. Trade agreement with Patax. See, I'm not sure if I want to go with Patax. Goes to the side tree. What position? What? I didn't mean to click that cross. I might as well get him doing something, but what? What position? Oh. No candidates is available for this position. But all my advisor positions are full, unless there's more positions that I'll get at a later point. Which might be the case, because I got 5 ranks in these things. And I don't have ranks in these things, so I might not be allowed an advisor? I don't know how any of this works. Giblios, go for that one. Yeah, the alchemist is the treasurer. He's the first treasurer that I've found. So don't at me if he's not the best treasurer. He's a treasurer and he'll do. Just joking aside, it's like it's one of them positions where it's like, oh, this job is only fit for the treasurer, and it's like, okay, cool. Where's the treasurer? Can I find a treasurer? I've not been able to find one, and I don't know why. I think I might have
Nice, don't you think?
been told by somebody else that Jubilios is a treasurer, or I saw it in a guide somewhere. Maybe, who knows? Right. Let's camouflage the camp because you're on cooking. Everlight's blessing. Oh god. Nope. Organizes all party members, offering most. Oh, camping time is reduced by an hour. Okay, that's kind of useful. Tristan, you're on that, and we're making succulent sausages because why not? Begin resting.
What did you call me? Perv. Ferv. You think if you use funny words, I won't understand you're making fun of me, huh?
First, the word perfectionism is not derogatory, and second, the word certainly doesn't apply to you. If I wanted to insult you, I'd choose nice short words so you could understand.
Okay, there is one more guy, but yeah, you know, the mage you visit for the troll hunt. I kind of killed him. He might be dead. So maybe not the guy that I want to be a treasurer. But yeah, I did have a feeling that he might have been a treasurer if he joined me, but it was like, no, you're not a very nice person, and I'm strictly playing this as lawful good, for better or worse. I mean, we're here now. Congratulations. Oh, there we go. Splendid. I knew that I couldn't hide from me forever. These, you elusive dwarven outposts. Jubilios takes the map out of his pocket and makes a quick mark on it. That's it. On behalf of the institution of the NSC, I hereby thank you. As a matter of fact, I'm even qualified to reward you in hard coin. Now all I have to do is finish my article on the Independence about the state of affairs in your barony. I will be honest with you, unfortunately I can't write anything too good. Monsters roaming the roads, minimal education level, and a traveller needs some unprecedented luck to be able to find any interesting sites or landmarks. Sadly, these lands are not attractive, neither for potential settlers nor for tourists. See, I say that I'm playing it with lawful good, which means that I killed that wizard. But it also means that when it comes up with a thing like this, it's like, I'm not really sure what to go for. I tried to go off steps. I think it's neutral or good. Chaotic good. It's 2 steps away from lawful good. Yeah. Because chaotic neutral will be 2 across and 1 down. Lawful evil. Lawful evil technically is also within 2 steps. It's just straight down the good. But I'm trying to be more good than I am avoiding being chaotic. And also, to a certain degree, I agree with this. I won't interfere with whatever you are going to write. Thank you for understanding. After all, I work for all the inhabitants of the inner sea region. By the way, your support will also be mentioned in my article. I need some time to finish my article. Until then, I'll stay in your capital if you don't mind. Great, by the way. I'd be pleased to travel with you sometime if you wanted to have a conversation with someone smarter than your usual companions. Rude. But he is now somebody in my party.
Quiet. I'm thinking.
Oh, is that a once a day thing? Oh, yes. I should read buttons before I click them. You mentioned applying the alchemist fire or acid to the weapons. Is it only melee weapons? That's question number 1. It's a terrible idea. No. Might only be melee weapons. I don't have a melee weapon to experiment on. Don't really fancy going back to the capital just yet. I'm looking for a printing press. I am so easily distracted, guys. What time is it? It is way past time that I finished. I have just realized that... no, it works on a crossbow melee. Oh, bombs. I only usually stream for 3 hours, and I think I'm coming up to 3 and a bit hours. Yeah, I am way over when I was going to finish streaming. Okay, I am going to take a break here. I'm going to patrol the roads of the Nile Marches looking for a printing press. I might actually just wait for that one until I figure out what's going on. There's an exclamation point at the old sycamore tree, and I don't know why. And my barony wants something to do with me. But I will think on for next session. I'll be back Thursday, starting 9 o'clock British summertime. Not British summertime, GMT. What are we called when it's not British summertime? I didn't think it was called GMT anymore. But anyway, right, so let's go to this ending screen. Let's start up the music again. Come on. I assure you the music is playing. There we go. So yeah, thanks for joining me on this. Thanks for some advice from the chat. It's been much appreciated because it probably shows I don't really know what I'm doing. If you haven't, drop us a follow. As it says on screen at the moment, there'll be a giveaway for follow when I reach 50 followers. And if you like the artwork, Nightbot's been telling you about that. The videos do go up on YouTube. I've kind of not been keeping up with my Command and Conquer playthrough up on YouTube. I hope to see you all next time. And if you want to join me, I am going to go raid Halfsinger Games if they're online, which they usually are around about this time. Yes, she is. She's currently playing the Blackout Club, which is kind of a spooky, eerie kind of game. So, you know, viewer discretion is advised. But if not, we'll hope to see you next time. That's all from me. Hope you all have a good evening, and taddy bye.